Alright, we should be starting soon. Just need to make sure that the stream is okay. Alright, there we go. Now it's time to continue this game. So the city grew pretty well last time we started building, so I'm going to see how far I'm going to get before I decide to say, screw it. Also, be aware that I can play other games as well. If you want me to play Brutal Doom, or something along those lines, then feel free to chime in. But for now, let's take a look. Currently, we've been suffering an energy crisis, and that's because we've outgrown our capability of renewing energy, and I'm very super fucking tempted to get myself a coal power plant. Actually, yeah, you know what, screw nature. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And it'll only be temporary. Must be placed roadside. What kind of horseshit is that? Well, horseshit or not, I need it. Alright, maybe we can set up a little bit of industry there as well, because why not, right? Let's get some commercial to prevent any type of pollution from reaching there, and let's connect the power grid. Oh yeah, electricity is much more available now. Beautiful. Alright. And we're also getting some prospects as well. Okay, that's fine. Industry works. Industry is awesome. Industry can cause a little bit of pollution, and there might be some child labor laws that you might want to follow. If you have a soul, that is. Alright. Residential, residential, residential. Good. Seems to be a pretty big demand for that. And wow, I am out of money already. How much does this fucking thing cost anyway? I don't know, but I am making money. Traffic's getting a little congested. It helps that this is a one-way road. So, there we go. Fish stick factory. Why exactly is there pollution in that? I honestly couldn't tell you. Let's see if I need to save up for something good. Fire department, maybe. Police seem fine. How about education? Elementary school availability is good. Our high schools suck. And I need 24 grand to build a high school. Well, that's great. Teenagers are stupid, but as long as they end up being Bill and Ted stupid, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Let me just bulldoze that hippie abomination. And connect there. These guys don't have water, unfortunately, so... Here you go. Stay hydrated. Alright, looks good. So everyone can hear me loud and clear? Hope so. Increase in land value, I think so, and... we need something to make our citizens happier. A bunch of Japanese tea gardens might be the perfect solution. It's making them a little happier. Holy crap, these guys are hard to please. I could increase that. That might be a problem. Good on electricity, though. Guess we'll just pump more water. It seems to be the solution to everything. Get ourselves a pipe. Hook that bitch up and we're good. Sewage treatment, on the other hand, is not doing so well, and there's nothing I can do about that. Just have to wait it out and hope your toilets don't clog, and yeah, not a good thing. Yeah, City Skylines, something something. Anyway, hello Craig, welcome to Bitchport. My beautiful city that almost looks like a giant nutsack and a small dick, but not much I can do about that. Actually, no, it looks like it has cancer as well. Let's see. Roads are looking horrendous. Progress. Just need to make some more money, so I'm going to speed things up. Oh, there's a fire. Oh, and the fire is being extinguished. Alright, so what I'm gonna need to do... where fanboys live. And filthy casuals. Yeah, so over there this is going to be Nvidia Street. This is the Nintendo port, and, you know, I don't think this joke is going anywhere, but I like the idea. Maybe I should stick with it. As you can tell, my citizens are pretty stupid. But that'll change right about now. Now I just hope that the state's education system is up to snuff. We're doomed. I think this might be the closest industry can get, or residentials can comfortably get to industrial areas, and apparently they're having a sewer problem, so I'm just gonna rectify that issue. Yeah. This game is pretty fucking morbid, if you ask me. I mean, there is pretty much death care involved, which is what it is. I mean, it isn't too bad, but I already have death care covered. Where is it? It's one of the mods, actually. This is a crypt. A crypt is basically digging a giant hole in the ground and putting dead bodies in the tunnel. It stores a lot more than those graveyards. Of course, garbage is piling up as well, so yeah, I do need that. I definitely have enough for a landfill. Come on. Alright. Is it healthcare? No, that can't be. Oh. Well, no shit. Rest assured, I've never heard of Occam or his razor. So just going to build industry up here, and let's get some water for these guys. Alright, so garbage will be picked up soon enough. And we're making more money, too. How about that? By the way, this is what I'd like to call a miserable failure. Don't ask me how this accident happened, it just did. I'm trying to make things as grid as possible because I used to live in a city with a grid system, and it was so easy to navigate. Then I moved to California and everything is like a giant tentacle monster. It just doesn't work. I love hearing that noise. I will need to make these residential areas a little bit more dense, and then I'm probably going to have to improve the roads, which is going to suck because it's going to take a lot of buildings out. Of course, from what I can tell, maybe I should start. What? Yes, I know, bus depot. Shit, I think my crypt is in the way. Yep, it is. You know, I'm probably going to do the most morbid thing that you can possibly do in this game. And that is to move the dead bodies. So, I'm going to build a crypt here. And I'm going to take this crypt here and move all the dead bodies out of the way. There's only been 47 dead bodies. Roads are bullshit in this game. Seriously. Those things will have to go eventually. Yeah, roads are an absolute nightmare. This might be an issue. Alright, I need to admit that there is nothing I can do about that. I'll just pretend that doesn't exist. Oh, I'm terrible at city planning. Alright, well, things should be a little bit better at least. Still a problem with garbage, a water shortage. It's probably a pipe issue, yeah, it is. I forgot that I expanded into that area. Losing a little bit of demand for residential, so... expand on industrial. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Alright. Perfect. So, Craig, what's your final verdict on Mafia 2? I'm probably gonna get rid of this. Yeah. I don't know if that is a SimCity 3000 joke or a Mafia 2 joke. That's essentially what the game is. I mean, it isn't all driving, but for the majority of the time, you will be dealing with, well, going from one location, seeing a story, then heading to the next location, and then do a mission. In fact, oftentimes you will find out that there are... I guess you could say it's very centric to driving, and in some cases, actually in a lot of cases, driving is the main part of a campaign, so they do have that. I actually do like it as well. It's just that you don't really do a lot of shooting in that game, and I'm kind of more of the action guy. Or I am a guy who likes action, to say, or to better say it. Yeah, in terms of its story, it's actually really good. It's a really serious story. And your friend is pretty much just a comic relief, and oh good god. That's gonna suck. I should probably take a look and see how my healthcare is. I don't need to worry about that for a while. Put one right here just in case. Oh yeah. LA Noire is amazing. The only thing I would say about it is that it seems like it doesn't have that much replayability, and I understand. Because it is a mystery game, and once the mystery is over, then what else is there? But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's a bad game. If anything, I absolutely love LA Noire. And they need to make an LA Noire 2, or a New York Noire, any Noire. Doesn't matter to me. Water availability tanked, and that's because power availability has tanked as well. Well, there's no better way. How did you like the second playthrough of LA Noire? Still some pretty crummy water availability. And I don't understand this. I'm like draining the hell out of this river. I had no idea that I had some... I kind of forgot that I had some available land here. That's pretty convenient if you ask me. So they are making an LA Noire 2. Are they gonna keep it in the same time era? And I hope that they do. I mean, I wouldn't mind somewhere down the road that they make a modern LA Noire, and you get to see all the cool things modern detectives do, kind of like CSI, but, you know, there's just something so classy about the mid-20th century, don't you agree? I think we can put a park there. Even though all the trees are dead. Oh yeah. The thing about LA Noire is that how good the game is really just depends on how good your detective skills are. And honestly, I found that probably the best strategy guide came from Game Theory on how they explained what it looks like when somebody's lying. Because that's really what they based it off of. Ore of the Orient. Huh, that sounds pretty interesting. Oh. Send me a tweet of that. That almost sounds like a name that John Romero would come up with. Wow, it's actually made by Team Bondi. This... ooh. Craig. This is awesome. This is like the best news of the day. That is absolutely wonderful. When does it say it's going to be released? "2015? And Warner Brothers is publishing it." Yes, Warner Brothers. That probably makes the game quite stupid. I mean, I'm not going to be one of those guys who will just completely discredit a game because the studio made it. I'll wait for the reviews before I make my final judgment. But considering what Warner Brothers did with Arkham Knight, and I'm really hoping that they learned their lesson with the Steam refunds. Otherwise, bad things happen. But I'm guessing they really wanted to make a title that was just super fucking edgy. It's kind of what it sounds like. Right. I heard that their budgeting was terrible, though. If you look at the finances, it's almost like the water world of the video game industry. L.A. Noire was one of the most expensive games ever made, and even though it was a good game, unlike Waterworld being a shitty movie, it really didn't sell enough to make a profit, and I'm guessing that's why Rockstar... got rid of it. Can't make money off of it? Fuck you, you're out. Did I just demolish a tree? Holy shit, I can do that. Well, I do have faith in Team Bondi. That's one thing, because they did make a good game. Question is, will the studio mess it up? Because if you look at, well, a lot of other games, I think that DICE really had a lot of ambition for Battlefield Hardline, and it seems like it was pushed out just for the sake of getting to their yearly release. Because, well, EA. Team Bondi didn't pay employees and just really screwed it all up. I don't blame you. Rockstar kind of went sour with me because they really treated the PC gamer as a second-class citizen. For no good reason, either. I mean, yeah, they eventually came out with GTA 5 for the PC, and from what I heard, it's really good, but I swear that the reason why it kept being delayed was for political reasons. And I'd go so far to say as that's the exact same reason why Watch Dogs was so crappy on the PC as well. Is Visceral owned by DICE? Oh. While we were talking, I realized I should probably make some bus stops. Line starts here, then here, then here, 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 here. I could do this all day. Then here, here, here. I'm probably adding too many. There we go. Line complete. Now let's take a look at our sewer problem. You know, I just don't understand why sewer needs are so ridiculously high for this little... What did I just get into? I did. Really? Watch Dogs 2 is $2 on, or Watch Dogs is $2 on G2A? You need to send me that link. I mean, Watch Dogs is one of those games where I don't think it's terrible, I just think it's average. And I think, yeah, average game is worth $2, don't you think? Why is this pump not going? Oh, because... Let me take a look at my finances and see if I... Oh, that might explain a few things. Just a few things. Thanks for the link, Craig. Also, it seems like I paid off my loan, so yay. Certainly no need any new loans either. Why? Just why? I don't mind using Uplay because Uplay actually supports people buying, people selling their games on other sites. Ubisoft, I was about to say they don't really have a problem with that, but I remember that there was this one incident where some CD keys from G2A were stolen copies, and Ubisoft decided to punish the people who bought the copies instead of going after G2A and saying, hey, listen, what's going on? Now, I think what happened is that they got bad enough PR that they realized that, maybe it isn't their fault that these copies weren't legit. At least that's what I think. Oh, yeah. When it comes to sewage and water, I totally agree. It's just... It just is what it is, because when you start out, you don't really need to fund anything. Your town is just so small. Now, as of right now, as you can tell, things are getting a little bit bigger. I would like to get, once I get to a big town, I think I can actually get some, yes, high-density residential, high-density commercial, office buildings, And with office buildings, I think I should get myself a community college because those require educated workers. Let's see. Oh, education sucks. I don't have the money for a modern community college, so I'm going to take it a loan and get myself one. There we go. Now it's a town filled with hipsters and social justice warriors. Welcome to Bitchport. Only 10 students out of the 2,700 capacity. Okay, well that's good. A Freudhof. Oh yes, this is another type of cemetery. It's just a small little small town church type cemetery. I'll lay it down so that you can take a look. Actually, apparently that graveyard seems to be more populated than the other one, so maybe? Yes, I know I can buy new land. The thing is, I don't want to. Alright, we're good on that. Alright, good. We need some community colleges. I will never batch education. Unless it's BYU. In that case, yeah, I'm probably going to make fun of it quite a bit. Hi, Glowstone King. How are things going? Yes, I can read you. Yeah, I have dual monitors, so whatever you want to say, speak freely. It's definitely good to interact with... I don't know if you're a subscriber, but glad you're aboard. Oh yeah, it really did help. Thanks for the advice. So, didn't know you were smoking, Craig. I was about to say that there is this one graveyard. It's kind of like a small church graveyard type of deal. Apparently, that has a bigger storage capacity than what you would get from your average graveyard, I think. Oh, let's take a look. It's healthcare, right? Oh yeah. This stuff carries 3 times as much. I'll be honest, Fraps does not have that. Then again, I'm starting to think that the person who created Fraps, or the company that created Fraps, just doesn't give a shit anymore. Hi there, Trish. Good to see you too. Okay. My primary recording software is Shadowplay. The only problem is that it doesn't give you really good sound quality. And I think the reason for that is because all the recording, audio and video, come from the sound card, and a video card is not a sound card, so therefore you're probably not going to get the best quality. OBS, on the other hand, takes it directly from the source, which is my Logitech USB headset. Now, at the same time, I prefer Shadowplay because the graphics and the bitrate are just wonderful, and it's so easy to record with it. However, I have to use Audacity to record my audio, and then sync it up later. Yeah, I haven't really looked at the mods for this game. Probably don't want to delete that. Adobe Audition. I'll be honest, I've never heard of that. Craig, what do you mean by quote-unquote free version? I'm pretty sure... pretty sure YouTube doesn't really care. In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't care at all. I will gladly say it. Yes, I do emulate console games. Why? Because they are awesome. When it comes to games, I do kind of have to disagree with Top Hats on the fact that games for consoles can be pretty good. I know he kind of disagrees with that, but who cares? The only thing is that if I can get games on the PC, then why should I get it anywhere else? How do I feel about using free Adobe products? I don't mind. Oh, thank you, TGX Gaming. You are awesome. Just be aware, though, that I primarily do flight simulators. This is one of those situations where it's like, okay, last week has been stressful as fuck, I burned myself out, and it started to make me depressed, and since I got depressed, I started to worry about things that I shouldn't be worried about, and then once that happened, I wasn't really that good at studying, so it kind of goes full circle. My video editor is Sony Vegas, which, trust me, you don't want to use. Automatically, it uses resampling as the default for every video, which makes things so blurry and double visioned it isn't even funny. we go. Hang on, I have a call. Alright, I'll be about 2 minutes. Hold on a sec. And yes, I'm starting to hate Sony Vegas too, but I don't know how to work with Adobe and whatnot. Alright, I will think of her naked. Thanks for the advice, Trish. Oh. Hey there, Top Hats. How's it going? And don't leave. Love me, Senpai. Alright. Also, need to get back into the window. I'll be honest, Falco, if you're still here, you are probably going to be pissed off at my road work, because as anal as you are about roads, as you can take a look, I am not as. I prefer the ugly grid system, and I'm not that good with roads, and it's probably gone. want to take a look at the comments. So, TGX Gaming, it took me not too long to build that. Took me about, I want to say, an hour to get to where I am, and I don't know how long I've been streaming. Yes, I've been streaming for about an hour, so 2 hours to make this. Huh. Flight Simulator 95. Oh yeah, 98 is definitely... Is there... Yes, there is a Flight Simulator 95 and a Flight Simulator 98. Then there was the Flight Simulator 2000, which had the Concorde. But then when that Concorde crashed, everyone had to be an absolute whiny bitch about it. But yeah, there is a Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 on Steam, and if you're wondering, it is no different from the Flight Simulator 98, or it really isn't that different. And so everything seems to be going good. Anyway, if you guys are interested in any other type of game, just go ahead and tell me. I'm open to more things than just... Of course, garbage is going to be at a community college. I'm open to a lot more things than just this. How often do I stream? I stream... not that often, to be honest. I used to stream a lot. But it's been hard for me to make Flight Simulator streams because... well, let's just face it, there really isn't a whole lot for me to do. As much as I love the genre, it's kind of lacking in content at the moment. Which is bad, because I do need the money. YouTube makes some pretty good money. It isn't for everyone, Trish. I definitely understand that, but for me, I'm a lover of pretty much every genre. Flight simulators, city builders, platformers, open-world sandboxes, strategy games, real-time and turn-based, you know, the list can go on. But I think as long as the game is fun, then that's all that matters. It's not doing shit. I know it will, though. Brilliant. Strangely enough, one of the games that really got me into city builders was Mirror's Edge. Ever since I played that, I always wanted to live in the heart of one of those big metropolises. Then I realized rent there was like $3,000 a month, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe there are better places to live, and I don't have any electricity. Not too familiar with Icewind Dale. Then again, it's been so long since I played Baldur's Gate that I really don't remember it. It's kind of funny, my name is Lord Baldur, but when you ask me about Baldur's Gate, I'm like, meh, alright. What do you mean by sport me? Sorry, my lingo is stupid. Cemetery needed? Whoa. Why am I all of a sudden getting this energy crisis? Can't be that low on power, can I? That's why. I should. The question is, do my subscribers want to see that? If I so much as do a Let's Play of anything, and I mean anything other than a flight simulator, and when I mean flight simulator, I mean a simulator where you go into the air, and not a space simulator, then people will not watch it as much. Alright. If you want to support me, then feel free. Definitely love the fact that you subscribed. Every single subscriber makes a difference. No! No, that just doesn't work. That doesn't work either. There we go. Trish giving you a hard time? Oh, what else can I do? Police HQ? No, I don't need that. Wait, did I already get the, Oh, finally, yeah. I'm gonna want to pause for this. Hello, congestion. Well, aren't you a delightful narcissist, Trish? Then again, there's nothing wrong with that. I myself think Lord Baldur is a sexy beast. Can I not create a new line from there? Well, that sucks. Well, there. 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 One there. And one there. And there. And there. One there. And the line is complete. What is full? The landfill? Oh no, that is. Narcissism? Well, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. As I said, Lord Baldur is fucking sexy. I find him to be a total beast. Oh, shut up about your landfill. Oh wait, I can get an incinerator plant. Oh, that's right. Let's just empty that one. Okay, that's good. Seems to be little demand for anything else, though. You know, it reminds me, speaking of Watch Dogs, have any of you guys ever watched the movie The Net? That one film with Sandra Bullock in it? That's what Watch Dogs reminds me of. Great, now my coal plants are waiting from the lack of fuel. Alright, there we go. That should provide us with some good power. Let's see what happens when I delete these coal plants. Doesn't do anything. Oh, I do? I had absolutely no idea. That makes things way easier. Okay. So let's see. I am probably going to be good on treatment plants for quite a while. Water, well, not treatment plants, but water siphons upstream, shit goes downstream. Who the fuck cares about downstream? It's not my problem. Yes, I know, high-density commercial zone. There's just no demand for commercial right now. Whoa. Actually, there's really not a whole lot I can do, so I'm just going to take a look at the power is good, water's good. Incinerator status. Let's see about that. Whoa. It's actually quite a bit of incinerating going on. It doesn't supply anywhere near the needs that I actually need. And I don't have enough money. Well. Yeah, I probably should have joined Curse Network. I decided to go with MakerMax, which is... Is MakerMax RPM? I think it is. I should probably check that on my wonderful phone. Ah, alright, yeah. Just needed to double check that. Funny, I don't even know the company I'm working with or contracted to. That won't work. That won't work either. Ah. Oh, alright, yeah. The only thing I know is that Maker Studios is owned by Disney, which seems pretty weird. I never would have suspected that Disney looked at YouTube and said, you know, we can make a lot of money off of this. I mean, Taylor Swift is smart enough to realize that, yes, I really think YouTube would be a good idea. It was either that or her record company forced YouTube on her. Is that so? I'm not entirely sure. Healthcare is pretty good. Deathcare is good. I don't really worry about fire departments that much. Education is terrible. It's the inner city kids that are having problems. Go figure. Yes, you and everyone else, Craig. God, now I sound like a rapist. But so does Craig. Now I have to check my phone once again, Craig. Not that I really complain. Yeah, I don't get that same view. Is that an add-on that you get? Well, if it... Alright. See ya, TGX. Actually, that sounds pretty terrible as well, Craig, because then you're pretty much giving her back problems. Poor Taylor Swift, people can never leave her alone. Oh, okay. Well, now it's good of you to know that I am currently making $0.00 off of this little YouTube stream. Which is fine, I don't really mind. I should probably set up a Patreon, though. What do you guys think? Whoa, Industry's leaving. Oh, I know why Industry's leaving. Nobody is uneducated enough to work in a factory. I'm sorry, but that sounds like the most yuppie thing in the world. Just doesn't seem to work that way. Trish, everything is kinky to you. Alright, looks good to me. How am I doing on this loan? Well, haven't even made a dent in it. Oh, okay. So the earnings only start counting after the stream has ended. Alright, that makes a little bit more sense. This thing is eventually going to run out of fuel, and there's nothing I can do about it. Interesting, Trish. Very, very, very interesting. So, Craig, you're saying, no, I should not go on to Patreon and ask for money. And ask for donations like the dirty slut I am. No, not that. Can I go in here? Yes. A little loud. That's what I'm talking about. I'll be honest, that sounds really fucking hot. Now you guys know what officially turns me on. Please do not unsubscribe from me. Just because I'm a BDSM-loving pervert doesn't mean that... I don't know, I am kind of weirdo. But still. Yes, Trish has been a very bad girl. She needs to be punished. I have to admit, this is some kinky shit. And, I just ran out of power from... Alright, there we go. Trish, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Trust me, I am a pervert. If you think that I'm not, then Oh, you're in for a surprise. Or maybe, hopefully, you're in for a surprise. Wink, wink. Fuck. Power is not working. I must admit, I kinda hate those people who get offended way too easily. Alright, Trish. Sounds good to me. Why are there still power problems? This is America, not Iraq. I get the feeling that I'm being left out of the loop somehow. Why would Trish get offended with mutes? That doesn't even make sense. Well, I will be honest, the last girlfriend I dated was born deaf, but then she got one of those, I think they're called cochlear implants. But yeah, while she was deaf, she could not speak. So there. You jelly, Craig? What does it mean to be semi-mute? Okay. If you don't mind me asking, is there a medical reason as to why you're mute? Semi-mute? Again, only if you're fine talking about it. Yes, she annoyed and bothered me by never texting me back, so I said, you know what, screw you. And that was the end of that relationship. Yes, I'd consider an injury to be very, very medical. Sorry to hear that, Trish. I'm pretty sure I can get it. No, I can't. Actually, Craig, I'm pretty sure that Texting is the only thing a mute girl does. Well, you know what I mean. That's fine, Falco is a Nazi. I especially find it amusing when he has that, if you do this, this, and this, I'll kill you mentality. The chat is getting saucy. I need to do this more often. When it comes to marriage, I'm kind of on the fence about that, because I really don't want to go through a wedding ceremony. I'd probably be way too embarrassed to do that. But at the same time, I think that if my girlfriend were to push that, then, you know, I probably would get married after a very big thought on it. But personally, ideally, I think that staying with my girlfriend, which I currently don't have anyone right now, staying with her for the rest of my life is not a bad arrangement, and you can do that without being married. I mean, my former boss is never married, but spent his entire life with his girlfriend, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There we go. Honestly, I would never do that for officialness, because it sounds like it's a very forced concept to you. Which doesn't sound ideal in anyone's situation. And that always confused me. When you say that it is to make things official, is that for a social status where you aren't saying that, hey, this person is my boyfriend, this person is my husband? Is that what you are implying? Or is it more of a status in the legal sense? Or official in the legal sense? Whoa. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Almost. But, well, that's the case. I think I'm just going to buy some more land. I'd say marriage licenses are a lot more beneficial than that. Yeah, it sucks to get a divorce, and yeah, if that happens, you're going to be losing some money, but at the same time, being married in America means tax breaks, it means inheritance, it means visitation rights, it means child custody. It's very, very, very serious. So, while I myself am not too fond of marriage, and holy fuck, that is the worst bro job in the world. God damn it. Anyway, while I'm not a big fan of marriage, I understand its benefits, and I understand why people want to be married. It's a very important thing to many people, and for a good reason. I see. I'll be honest, I'm kind of one of those insecure people who always thinks, it's like, oh, what if this relationship doesn't work out? I really like this girl. So, I can kind of get where you're coming from. I'm just gonna put a windmill here, just for... You know, that isn't a bad way to live. And I have nothing against people who never want to marry. I mean, I'm on the fence about that issue, and for good reason. Because I don't think the marriage is the be-all, end-all of a relationship. And why am I struggling to talk and... Well, Craig, you know, you do have a point. Because when it comes to relationships, and I needed to figure this out on my own, when it comes to relationships, they will eventually end. It doesn't matter how much you love that person. It's going to end in either a breakup, a divorce, or one of them is going to die. I mean, there could be the rare circumstance where both of them get into a car accident, and, you know, they die together or some sappy bullcrap like that, but that's what I always viewed. But that's what I'm starting to view relationships as. Because nothing lasts forever. The thing is still emptying. That's interesting. So Trish, I take it that you're in a lot of well, not a lot of open relationships, but you're open to the idea of an open relationship? Yeah, and, you know, I don't think that's a cynical way to look at a relationship. I just think it's honest. And there's nothing wrong with that. This will probably save me some power. That's about as much as I want to siphon out. I'm a little bit speechless about your comment, Trish. Not in a bad way, it's like, Oh, yes. Oh, fuck yeah. So, here's the thing. Recently, I just got out of a relationship. As I said, that one former deaf girl would just stop talking to me. And since that was the case, I really couldn't hold on to the relationship because she somehow managed... I don't know, I'm gonna, I'm gonna save this. It's like, maybe this City Skylines is more important than my breakup story. But yeah, I was in a relationship with this girl, and she just stopped texting me. So for the first time in my life, I came to the realization that I am more lonely with her than I am being single. So at the moment, I'm kind of in the circumstance where, you know, sex is not a bad thing. I mean, why not? Knock yourself out, right? I'll see if this generates any power. I'm gonna be optimistic about this. That looks absolutely terrible, but I'm gonna go with that. And you know, there is nothing wrong with being sexually promiscuous, just so long as you're safe. Yeah, exactly, Craig. I'm hoping that this will eventually generate electricity. I know, estimated production is 0 megawatts, but I'm hoping that'll change. It's not. I know it isn't providing electricity, I'm just gonna wait and see if it will do so in the future. But if that's the case, then... Again, here's the reason why I'm skeptical. It doesn't matter where I put it in this river. As in... Oh, it matters there. What the fuck? That's why I... Where... What is my... Yeah, that one. That's why I saved it. Okay. And yes, Trish, I totally agree with that. I mean, it's a good question. What's so bad about an open relationship? If anything, that shows that you're comfortable with your partner. There we go. That's providing power. Now the question is, do I really need to hook up a road to this thing? I really don't want to. I'm gonna freeform this and it's gonna look horrible. I'd have to disagree with that, because being the kinky bastard that I am, I learned that if you are comfortable with what your partner does, then what that means is that you have a stronger relationship. Now, if you were to say, hey, let's do an open relationship because I'm tired of fucking you, but I don't want to leave you, then yeah, that's a pretty unhealthy way to go about it. But if we're talking like swingers and people like that, no, I'd have to say that their relationship can be pretty strong. Also, hi Kono, how are things going? Yes, I was going to talk to you about the whole PC versus console thing, but currently I'm not in the mood. If you want me to argue about that, then yes, I'll go ahead and happily reply, just not right now. For me, even if sex is with a stranger, it is a pretty... it still feels pretty welcoming, in my opinion, even if no love is involved. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything. Yes, life shows that people have no idea what they're doing, like me in trying to build this city. Oh, don't worry, Kono. I will reply to you. Don't you worry. No stone will be left unturned. But in the meantime, building a city is more important about the whole PC than the PC versus console debate. So... there's that. That thing had to go away. Well, I don't know, it depends on the fetish. I really do have some limits. Particularly nothing dangerous or illegal. Well, it is quite a coincidence because I am single, and, well, I'm keeping my options open. I would... Actually, I don't even know what I want to do. Trish, I don't know if you are good at dating advice or anything, but since I recently got out of this relationship that was pretty loveless, what would you say I should do? Should I just give it a break and have fun, or should I try to find someone else? I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure that's just about everyone's turn-offs. Certainly mine. There we go. This thing is still full. Finally, we have electricity flowing. Good idea, Kono. I would also say that you should never do anything that makes your partner feel uncomfortable, because if you do that, then that's an indication that you have absolutely no respect for them. And that is serious, because I have seen people who have been in those types of relationships where things get out of hand and they can even get violent. So you need to understand that respect has to be on an equal level, and you always need to give the same respect that the other person is giving you. Otherwise, the relationship is not going to work out, and it could actually turn out to be very dangerous. Or, if not dangerous, at least very controlling and unpleasant. Yeah, I've actually found people who... I've actually been with people who are very transparent, who I could be very transparent with. Of course, they didn't last, but I do like where I can just be myself, and I don't have to worry about their judgment because I already told them my worst secrets. After that point, it's kind of pointless to say, on second thought, no, this all of a sudden grosses me out. You're icky. Call it a hunch, but I don't think relationships work that way. So, if that's the case, Trish, should I try to find someone, or should I just relax and have fun? I guess that's my big question. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I do like that. It reminds me, there was this ad back in the 90s, and I think it was for financing an investment group, but they basically said, the biggest risk you can take is not taking one. And I have to agree with that. Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, I think you're absolutely right. I think with that said, I'm just going to relax, enjoy myself, have sex with various women, and just go from there. Enjoy thyself, and do what you yearn to do. Well, what I yearn to do is to fly planes, which should become a reality pretty soon. I plan on moving to Washington for this job interview, for actually an IT job. Pays $16 an hour, decent wage. Good idea. I think at the moment, I just want to have fun. That's it. Have fun. But enough about me. Craig, Trish, Kono, Top Hats if you're by chance stalking me, how's your day been? Oh, very livable. It's enough for me to get a nice apartment, even a house, depending on where it is, and to pay for flight lessons. And I think once I start flying, I think I am going to... what is it? I think I'm going to record it and then put the videos on YouTube. Who's slow? Oh, yeah. Things are slow, I take it. I was gonna ask if you're a Russian. Can get a train station. Kono must be a chronic commentator. So am I. And there's nothing wrong with arguing over the internet. Being the total nerd I am. Wow, Trish. That would creep me the fuck out. Not gonna lie. I'm wondering, if I did a stream of... This may not happen tonight, but if I do a stream of Borderlands 2, would you guys be interested? Just so you know, Kono, to answer one of your comments, the reason why most of my videos revolve around aviation is because that's what my subscriber base wants to see. I play all games. I'm talking about shooters, JRPGs, WRPGs, city builders, of course, space simulators, flight simulators, along with real-time strategy, turn-based strategy, point-and-click dungeon crawlers. You get the idea. So, I am a gamer. I like games, and I'm not really too picky about the genre either. Well, the best way to debate is A, always debate facts, because I take it you're not a lawyer or a politician, and B, well, actually there really isn't a B. If you know you're right, then the sources, or if you think you're right, then the sources will back you up, or should back you up. I should do a MiG-21 Let's Play, or at least a video of that. See, here's the thing. The MiG-21 is a Vietnamese, or not a Vietnamese, but a Soviet fighter jet that came out during the Vietnam War. And as a result, it has a very low range. Now, in fighter jets, there's this thing called BVR, which is called Beyond Visual Range. What that basically means is that you can shoot further than you can look. And in DCS world, the F-15 has that. The Su-27, the MiG-21, or MiG-29 all have that. The MiG-21, on the other hand, has no BVR capabilities, which means that any of those jet fighters will shoot at you long before you can shoot back. So, what that means is that there is a server in DCS World called the 104th Phoenix server, and it's pretty much a PvP server, strictly PvP, and people go at each other with fighter jets. So what I want to do is that I want to get into the MiG-21, and I want to record myself shooting down a more advanced fighter, because if I do that, then, well, wouldn't that be interesting? A better crematorium. I don't really need a crematorium. There aren't really a whole lot of people dying. Guess I could get myself a hospital. Go into the Air Force? That would require me to get a 4-year degree, which I do not have. But I really do want to go into the Air Force. That would be fun. Even though, I must admit, I'm a total pussy when it comes to, falling. I'm not afraid of falling. I just hate the feeling of when you're in a free fall and your guts just lift up. And you have that really irritating sensation in your guts that, I just don't like that. So, what would be your #1 favorite jet, Kono? Oh yes, you do need to remain factual. Well, yeah, you do need to remain factual, but you do need to be polite as well. But just be aware. Polite does not mean politically correct. There is a difference between being politically incorrect and being a despicable piece of shit. Someone like Bill Maher, who is pretty anti-Islam and, well, just says a lot of outrageous stuff, that's politically incorrect. Being a piece of shit would be someone like Fred Phelps, who goes to soldiers' funerals and says, God hates fags and your son is in hell. and stuff like that. Oh shit. No need to worry about that. Yes, totally worry about that. I done fucked up. Oh, the F4. I heard rumors that somebody's trying to develop the F4 for DCS World, but I haven't heard a single word on that. It's just like people pretend it doesn't exist. Let's take a look. Trish, that just means you are politically incorrect. As I said, there's a difference between being politically incorrect and being an absolute piece of shit. Some people, SJWs, don't understand that. Let's see what that'll do to my power grid. Oh, plenty. This hydroelectric dam is awesome. The problem with being politically correct is that it's pretty much just a way to try to make yourself immune to criticism. You should never use political correctness to shield your argument by saying that anyone who's against me is a bigot. Because in most cases it's not. It's simply someone stating facts. But then somebody gets butthurt over it and says, you can't do that, that's offensive. And don't get me wrong, I'm like the most left-wing person out there. I make Bernie Sanders look like Hitler. But even then, it does just annoy me when you have these, I don't even want to call them left-wingers, who think that they're so immune to scrutiny, and they're not. If somebody screws up, they need to be called out on it. That's just... It's not even my opinion, that's factual at that point. Yes. People are idiots. Fuck them. Fuck them up the asshole with a big rubber dick. And break it off and beat them with the rest of it. Left wing is when you are for personal freedom over financial freedom. Right wing is the opposite. You're for financial freedom, but you are not for personal freedom. I'm partially libertarian, but ever since the whole net neutrality debate, I'm very, very, very uneasy when it comes to having businesses get a lot of unrestricted freedoms. Because what they care about is profit. Morality doesn't come into it. What matters is money. And that's kind of cynical, but that's really what it is. Okay then. Let me just see if there's one in my drawer. Hang on. Unfortunately, Trish, I do not have a black dildo, or any dildo. Which is a crying shame. A left-right wink. You know, you could be against rights for businesses and against rights for individuals. That will make you a totalitarian. Well, the question is, what is the difference between a government monopoly and a business monopoly? I'm assuming that when you say monopoly, you mean when the government controls a certain aspect of an industry. You are completely right. It hasn't really worked out in the past. In fact, it's been pretty disastrous. If you go to Wikipedia and look up mercantilism, because it does have an accurate description on it. Mercantilism was where companies needed permission from the government to exist. And the only way a company could exist is because the company was set up by the government to create their, to fuel their own interests. And what that did is that it created several hundred years of European globalization and expansion into everywhere. And I'm not going to argue that that's good, because it's not. Okay. Maybe then we could share. Tellurian services for adults and adolescents in need of alcohol. Okay. That's not exactly true, Kono. A monopoly is when an entire industry is owned by an entity, and that could be either business or government. Now, when that happens, prices tend to go up, and since there's no competition, they don't have to worry about the quality of their product either. It's not a good thing. Sharing is caring. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but being mute, I can see how it has its benefits. You don't have to go into one of a... You don't have to have an You don't have to make an embarrassing public speech. English.exe has failed. Need to end task. Is there? Well, that seems kind of weird that only one zipper company in the world exists, but it's probably not in the US because that would be pretty fucking antitrust. I'm going to, create a bus stop. Yes, that is what I will do. I'm gonna call this the fuck it. I'm just gonna draw lines everywhere bus stop. Actually, no. I disagree. There's gonna be some consistency to it. Where the fuck did I start this bus stop? There we go, bus line complete. God damn it, Trish. Why do you have to be so sexy and distracting? Well, if that's the case, then I hope that my deep voice has been really hardening for you guys. Or, I don't know, feels really good for women. I don't find anything wrong with a guy being attracted to me. I'm not gay, or even bi, but what's the problem with that? Just means that I'm sexy is all. Oh no, it isn't her fault that she's sexy. Gift to the earth? We'll go with that. I'm not saying that mockingly. You know, I could just use that, but it's kind of too expensive. Oh, actually, it may not be too expensive. Well, thanks for the compliment, Trish. Yes, lore is quite fun. Especially when you get into deep lore, like Elder Scrolls shit. And if someone can guide me into deeper lore than that, I am more open. And no, don't say Warhammer 40,000. You could call it deep lore, but it's a very simple and, frankly, stupid lore. I'm trying to think, didn't the Imperials become a race and rise up when there were the... I forgot they were called, but... the Aliads. I thought that their lore started that the Aliads ruled over Tamriel, or they ruled over Cyrodiil, and then the Imperials, guided by Raymond Cyrodiil, took out the Aliads, and that's how they formed up. Omnisexual? I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about Roman sexuality. Yes. I never played Dungeons and Dragons, and I'll be honest, I want to. I'm now a big city, and I could get a water treatment plant. No, 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 I don't need to do that. I have a better idea, and this is a mod. Where is it? Yes, it can fit. Now, hold on to your shit, this is gonna be weird. So this is a mod that I installed, and it'll actually take the polluted water and purify it into clean water. Hedonism is when you believe that the only thing in life that is worth anything is pleasure. And in a way, I would say that I'm a hedonist, because pleasure is important. Why would that ever be a bad thing? I mean, hell, pleasure's healthy for you. That's a scientifically proven fact. Craig, Destroyer of Flowers. That shall be your title from now on. Yeah, that looks good. Well then, we need to do an experiment. What can fit, Trish? What can? Can you be a hedonist and a masochist? It seems like it's... Seems like those two are very contradictory. I mean, I know people who are masochists do it for pleasure, but I always find hedonism to be on the ecstasy spectrum, not the punish me because I've been a bad boy, now spank me type of spectrum. Hi there, TGX. How are things going? We're just talking about how large things can fit inside Trish. Don't need to really worry about residential. This stupid piece of shit landfill. So, sadomasochist, does that mean you like being hurt, or does that mean you like hurting? Because I've heard people just be called flat-out sadists if they are the dom. Well, if pain to you is pleasure, then yes, I'd call that hedonism. Of course, I think just because you are a masochist doesn't mean that you are obsessed with pleasure. That's completely unrelated. Who knows? Anyway, I will... Holy crap, I've made a ton of money. Are these incinerators at capacity? I think so. Anyway, I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back. So, that is what a sadomasochist is. You are a switch. I'm more of a giver, to be honest. I kind of like being dominant. But I think that's because I know more women who are into being submissive than there are to being dominant. Oh, that already cleaned up the stream already. Let's see. Just so you know, I think that one of these tiles, as in one of those tiles out of the countless that I can buy, are the same size as the largest tiles in as large as spaces in SimCity 2013. It's almost as if this game is built around mocking SimCity. And let's be honest, they have every God-given right to make fun of SimCity. Ooh, I know. Oh, that is absolutely terrible. This is like a no-fun zone. I think that should change. Because this red indicates that this town is boring. Welcome to Bitch Creek. Should this windmill exist anymore? Nope. Neither should these power lines. Actually, yeah. Nope, these power lines don't need to. Why? Because I'm gonna pause before I run out of power. Those are just in the way. But if I do it this way, then everything is now connected. And what that means is that I can create this giant park that I wanted to create, and now everyone is a little bit less miserable. There we go. Is a harlot a woman you pay? Or can it just be a very lusty woman? Shouldn't be having garbage problems, should we? I probably am. Fuck. Well, I can't get these incinerators without turning them into, whatever, they're just eyesores. A high-class harlot. What would your definition of that be? Like, you only sleep with classy guys? Or is it one of those situations where you're in one of those Victorian-era brothels and you only have fun with officers that were invited? That I'm kind of curious about. Well, for me, coming from a guy's perspective, almost always I have to be the one who goes after somebody for sex. So automatically, I do kind of have the benefit of selecting who I want. I'd call that a benefit, some won't. Once I get rid of that fucking landfill. Is that a bus stop? Must be. Let's see, what are the statistics on public transportation? 497 citizens per week. Okay, that's actually pretty big. Bitchport is turning into a pretty big city. Grand City, I can get a solar power plant? No, 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 no. I don't think so. Because I modded this game. And on top of that, let's make the hippies really excited. I don't even know how this one works, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I can probably get a better crematorium, but I haven't gotten to the point where I even needed a crematorium. Whoa, huge demand for office. Industry. Oh yeah, everyone has standards. There's nothing wrong with that. For me, it's kind of hard for me to explain what I really like in a woman, because I tend to fall for women for all the wrong reasons, particularly because I am feeling like absolute ass, and when a woman ends up comforting me, you know, making me feel better, then that sets up a dangerous precedence for me to, well, develop a crush on them, and I don't think that's really healthy. In Intel news, I'm heavily disappointed in the Skylake pricing so far, but there's a nice 65-watt i7. Ooh. So is Skylake the next, what do they call it? The next architecture from Intel? I'm currently using a Haswell. Also, anyone ever heard of Rocket League, and is it any good? Also, Trish, Kono, Craig, if you're still here. Guys happen to... Well, of course you guys have Steam, but just wondering, what are you guys' Steam IDs? I think Haswell supports DDR4. It was just a Skype comment I got earlier. Oh well. Let's see. If you guys want to add me on Steam, feel free. As much as I like playing with myself, it does get a little bit lonely. Oh, okay. Sounds good. God damn it, why the fuck won't this thing unload any faster? Son of a bitch. Alright, sounds good, Trish. Oh, nice. Thank you, Kono. Hey, nothing's wrong with California. Well, aside from the fact that the education system here sucks, but other than that, California has sexy women, really friendly people, so I understand it has problems, but I'm not gonna bash it. It's kind of weird. My parents love Jerry Brown for some reason, but did you know that he pretty much poisoned the entire California population just to get rid of a medfly epidemic? It's like, he's not a nice guy, is he? Really isn't. Alright, thank you, Trish. I'll add you later. %, full. Oh, come on. I'm gonna see how this looks. I don't know if my frames are dropping or what, but this is some horribly congested traffic, which sucks. But otherwise, a really good. Let's see if there's anything, yeah, Parks and Recreation, definitely. Recycling, that'll help. Pet ban? Who the fuck would ever ban pets? That's just terrible. Edumacation boost? Maybe. Smoke detector? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, still need to get offices. Right, there we go. Alright, good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind adding you on Skype. Then you could probably see my... You can probably reveal my secret identity, because... No, actually, nobody knows my name. I'm not really public with that information, am I? Why would you want to downsize on friends? I'd say the more the merrier. That really caused a dent in my... I'll just pay that off. You know, the sad thing is that the number of my online friends vastly outnumbers the number of, well, real-life friends that I have. Basically, I have these group of friends in Utah. That's where I used to live. And then when I moved out of Utah to move to California, then I started to join a small group of LAN partiers. Okay. As long as you don't make me shave my legs. The hair must stay on. Pubes, I don't mind. I don't like pubes. How's education? People in their fucking elementary schools. You're happy? No, apparently you're not happy. There, more education for your little shits. Motherfucker. It's like they want me to go crazy. Alright, there we go. High school availability. Oh, fuck. You and your teen bullshit drama. There. This is another mod. Giant high schools. Which didn't do much anyway. Wow. No. This is not good. Is my profile private? If that's the case, then hold on just 1 second. Alright, there we go. I accepted you as a friend. Hey Craig, what is your Steam ID? I mean, if you want to share it, of course. I thought we were friends. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Another Skype message. YouTube at Cynical Craig. Okay. You know, I find that game to be absolutely hilarious. Not for the killing women part, but for the pissing off the overly sensitive part. Craig is the world's most professional troll. I wish I had his epic superpowers. See how healthcare's doing. Things could be worse. Crematorium availability, that's fine. There aren't a whole lot of people dying in my town, which is good. Tell me what your definition of a troll is, because I thought that a troll was somebody who intentionally pissed people off. 3% full. Motherfucker! That landfill is pissing me off. Can't wait to get rid of that garbage. Incinerator capacity is pretty big. Okay. And how is that different from Craig? His content is always provocative. Okay. That definition works with me. Let's see if that works. Oh. Makes you politically incorrect. How about that? Actually, come to think of it, I don't even mind political correctness. It just pisses me off when somebody uses that to make their claims immune from scrutiny. That I don't like. That works. Yeah, I just call him Craig because he changes his name so many times. Alright, finally. Okay, now my blood pressure has gone down just a little bit. That still pisses me off, but it's getting there. What's on Steam? Lots of fucking games, that's what's on Steam. Specifically, I don't know the context of your question. Yes, well, all we need is to have Dugachug subscribe to me, then we can all be one big happy family. Dugachug, I don't know. Is it Dugachug or Dugachug? Or Dugachug? I always thought that was just Falco's little accent that he put on there. Steam used to be, well, I only used Steam for Skyrim, Sonic Generations, and, what else? Other stuff. Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead. But I stopped using, well, what happened is that I became pretty bitter when the Xbox One was announced, and I was like, you know what, I have a computer, I'll just use that. So my library went to like 4 or 5 games, all the way up to, I think it's like 100 and something games. Oh yeah, Skyrim is an awesome game, I still play it. Though I think a part of that is because I can't afford The Witcher 3 right now. that is. Let's see if that makes people happier. Not by a whole lot. Statue of Industry. Well, that works. Just put it... There's a good place to put the Statue of Industry, right here. What does it even do? Oh, alright. Well, as of late, because Valve has been doing a lot of what-the-fuck things recently, I started to get my games from GOG. Not all of them, usually just the ones that are cheap, because if I want to play Descent, which, awesome game, I recommend everyone get Descent, then I would at the very least, want to get a DRM free, and possibly cheaper, because GOG really kicked Steam's ass this sale. Oh good god, the Steam sale was pretty uneventful. It was just the same crap, and then GOG and Humble Bundle came out saying, hey, we have games for cheaper. God, you gotta love competition. I'm stumped. What do I do with this game now? I don't want to create a subway system, because that would be... No, I could create like a star-oriented little subway system, why not? And the city isn't huge, but yeah. I will do it. You'll see. Yes, welcome to the metro. I'm gonna put this metro right here. And I'm gonna put another metro station right here. Okay, that works. I'm gonna take the other side. Put one right here. There we go. It's gonna be a janky little turn, but whatever. It attaches that way. It doesn't need to be pretty, is the bottom line. There we go. That's my subway system. I'm going to do it counterclockwise. And then I'm going to do a counterclockwise. Get a nice ring topology going on here. And there we go. Subway is complete. Yes, I tend to be on Steam every day. That's if I am home. Sometimes I'm out of town, you know, the drill, or you know how it is. But I am addicted to video games. I have been addicted to video games ever since my high school girlfriend broke up with me, and I used video games as a way to get my mind off of it. And ever since then, it's like, this is the best thing ever. I love video games. So let's take a look. It's good. Wow, the bus routes are horrendous in this game. But it's currently the only thing I can really do. So, just gonna add a bunch of bus stops. Gonna add one close to the subway. This one's gonna be fairly long, too. Video games, YouTube, and sex. Yes, same here. The only problem is that I'm having a withdrawal symptom. I'm having sex withdrawal symptoms ever since I left my girlfriend. Which is always a crying shame. I know, tiny violin playing for me. Sex is fun, goddammit. Grand City, yeah, that works. Where's the starting point of this entire thing? Alright. There we go, line complete. Well, yeah, you can masturbate. That's not a problem. But for me, I kind of like the feel of someone else. Hell, I'm getting to the point that I might even be willing to cyber someone. But we'll just wait and see about that. This is gonna bug the shit out of me. Alright. Yeah, that's completely understandable. I mean, sex is sex. I will prefer that over masturbation, but, you know, I won't lose sleep over it if I don't get any. I'll just be a little disappointed, if you know what I mean. Alright. There you go. Bitchport has been saved. Same here, but clearly I'm more happy with one over the other, is kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, there's nothing wrong with masturbating. I mean, whenever I hear the argument saying, that all you do is masturbate, you don't have anyone, it's like, how is that a fucking insult? Everyone does it, and if they say they don't, they're lying. Bottom line. Funny, a stream with City Skylines all of a sudden turned into sex talk, which I don't mind. It's just a little funny. Let's build a city, then let's talk about fucking. I think everything is complete here. Maybe. I mean, it does kind of depend. Mainly, for me, it depends on how experienced the person is, but even if that said person is not experienced, then at the very least, it's still sex and it still feels good. But at the same time, I could say the same thing about masturbation. It's gonna be absolutely terrible, but gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna put a giant hospital here. Get some residentials going, and there we go. But to answer your question, given the option, if I would rather masturbate or have crummy sex, then, you know, I'd go with the sex. Seems like I have everything tackled. This looks like a good city. Anyway, City Skylines is getting pretty, wouldn't want to say tiring, but I'm definitely down to playing something else. So if you want the stream to continue, Hey, sex is like pizza. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's still good. Anyway, do you want me to continue playing City Skylines, or do you want me to find something else? Because I'm definitely good with playing something like Freedom Planet or Brutal Doom. Your hand gives more effort. Of course. It's willing to get you off even if your arm's about to fall off. Don't worry, Trish. I'll just wait until you go in the shower or something like that. God, that sounded really fucking creepy. God damn it. I'm a terrible person. Ooh, Trish wants me to play Doom. Alright, so are you guys familiar with Brutal Doom? Because that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, and I'm going to make a video on that as well. Yes, for those of you who do not know, and I think Trish is the only one here. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Brutal Doom is a mod that was made by somebody who thought that Doom was not violent enough. So he created Brutal Doom, and you're about to see just how, you're about to see what I'm talking about. So, just going to launch this. And you'll take a look. Hopefully this works. Sorry about that. I'll start this back from square one. Alright, there we go. Time to launch Doom. Alright, I'm gonna choose Knee Deep in the Dead, and then I'm gonna go Black Metal for the difficulty. A real man's difficulty setting. Alright, so Brutal Doom. This is intense. Can you guys not see it? Alright, I'm gonna set it to Brutal Doom instead, see if that changes anything. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. So yes, this is Brutal Doom, as you can tell, this is really, 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 really gory. I can't think of anything that is bloodier than this. It takes the cake. The blood cake. Which sounds fucking disgusting, but alright. Alright, so if you guys can't see it, reload. But I can see it on my end. This mod is so fucking awesome. They also upgraded it to version level 20, which I think was in development for years. Whoa. Alright. Awesome. Hopefully Kono decided to stay. But yeah. I do enjoy a little bit of Brutal Doom. I mean, could you imagine... I did not want to do that. Anyway, could you imagine if this game came out in the same state that Brutal Doom is? There would be such a public outcry of this game, it wouldn't even be funny. I mean, this game had a lot of public outcry. It was actually blamed by a lot of... Okay, you're playing Verdun. Is Verdun worth getting? I've always been interested in World War I, but I knew that it really was a war that favored the defensive side, so you can't really have a good game with that, can you? Shit, I forgot what I was even talking about. Thanks a lot, Kono, you asshole. You made me forget what I was saying. Oh, I think in Brutal Doom version 20, you will have bloody footprints. But if you wait too long, the blood will coagulate, and you won't be able to get it. Now for the real one. Vac. Sorry, I'm stupid when it comes to lingo. What is Vac? This didn't go as planned. Oh. That does sound pretty bad. But otherwise, is it a good game? Oh, that's good. Let's see, if I step in... No, it's... I'm not making any bloody footprints. Which is a shame. God, this game is fucking awesome. That could have just as easily killed me. Well, I wouldn't mind getting the game if I had the money. Of course, I think people realize that nobody can get every game that is popular, or remotely popular, unless you're really fucking rich. Alright, so that took away way too much health. I was planning on using this for later. Doesn't matter. I wish I could show you the Rip and Tear, but I haven't been able to use it yet, which is a shame. But this I can use. Might as well be Rip and Tear. Yeah, I'm currently on the latest version. Oh, shut up. Oh, I love this game. Okay, that was way too close for comfort. So, oh yeah, double machine guns. I can do that, actually. Why not? Oh wait, yes, 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 I'm in the right spot. I don't know how to use grenades, unfortunately. But who cares? I got this thing. Unfortunately, since this is the black metal difficulty, I can't use it that often. But if any of you are familiar with Trouble in Murder Town, or... Is it Trouble in Murder Town? Whatever that Gary's Mod minigame is. It is... well, what's the best way to put it? I learned that if you are the person who has a knife and somebody's trying to shoot you, the best way to deal with them is to wait around a corner and ambush them. Oh, yep, bloody footprints. Wait, why do I have full health after going with that? Oh yeah, E1, M1. Oh, especially this one. Tell me, are you familiar with the Judas Priest song Painkiller? If you can hear what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, if you didn't hear what I was saying, I was asking, are you familiar with the Judas Priest song Painkiller? Because I think the Brutal Doom soundtrack took inspiration from that. Well, this is gonna hurt. You know, I just wanted to do that. Holy crap. I've gotten a little rusty. And if this guy wasn't in the acid, I would totally do a fatality on him. But I'll show a fatality soon enough. No. I was a little bit too brave. I really wanted to do a fatality. Oh well. Yes, they have taken inspiration from other songs. I think the most glaring example is E3M1, which is a blatant ripoff of Pantera. However, there's another one in Doom 2. They have they made a cover of Black Sabbath's After All, which was one of Ronnie James Dio's songs. I am a metalhead. Well, I really ran out of ammo on that one. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of ammo to thin the crowd. Hopefully that did the trick. Whoa. I really wish I don't have to use that. Yeah, Ripoff kind of has a negative vibe to it, so I totally agree. Definitely inspiration, not a ripoff. That did nothing. Well, might as well get this. Whoa! A little close there, aren't we? There we go. Much better. Can't go there. Oh, yeah, I know where I need to go. Got a face full of buckshot. We're good. Also, what time is it? It's 1:40? Holy shit. Alright. After I die, or the next time I... Or just... After I die, or when I complete this mission, I am going to call it there. Because I'm so addicted to video games that I forget that time exists. Don't you clot me, you fucking pecker. And yeah, you can just bleed to death. Not gonna give you any mercy. Oh, I hate this part. Still, nope, he's dead. The problem is that there are two explosive barrels right here and here, and one stray bullet will get me killed. Okay, there's a reason why I have the minigun out. Alright, I'd say that worked out in my favor. Just so you know, Kono, I am not sorry for arguing with you. Though you seem to be a pretty cool guy. Holy crap. This game is... I'm losing it. Alright, well, I have to do this. If I die, I die. That is a fatality. I love doing that. Ow. Alright, everything good? Seems like it. Ah, finally. Alright. I think that concludes the stream. Thank you guys for participating and enduring, like, God knows how many hours of this stuff. But either way... Well, I was about to say like and favorite this video and subscribe. There are plenty more videos where that came from, but you guys already subscribed, so awesome to that. You guys have a nice day. Once I figure out how to... do I need to Control-Alt-Delete? Yeah, I think I do. Let's see. Well, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm having technical problems trying to get out of the stream. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.